Good morning and welcome to Niagara University. We are here this morning for our international student panel discussion. I have three lovely young ladies with me today, and we're going to talk with them about their experience here at Niagara University, about picking the school, about where they come from and their majors and all kinds of fun things. So we'll start with you. Tell us your name, what year you're in, and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Eleni, or you can call me Ella. I am from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I am a marketing major with a social media and digital marketing minor. Yeah,
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Junior. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tapshika, and you can call me Dee. So I'm from India, and my major is like human resource management with a minor in marketing.
That's great. Okay.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm from India and I'm a freshman, a rising sophomore now. And my major is criminology and criminal justice with double minor in sociology and social media and digital marketing. And I'm on a pre-law track.
So you got a lot going on. You're doing a
Yeah,
bunch.
yeah.
So Dee, did you tell me what year you are?
I'm on like freshman.
Freshman. Oh, freshman. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a freshman, also a freshman, right? And a junior. All right. So we'll start. Ella, we'll start with you. How did you find Niagara University? Like when you were looking for schools, you're in Ethiopia. How did you come across Niagara University?
So I actually completed high school in Turkey. I moved with my mom there, and my guidance counselor was from the Buffalo area, and she was recommending me like a bunch of universities, and Niagara was one of them. And after I started learning about it, I just fell in love with it.
So were you looking at other schools in the United States
Yes.
or all around the world?
Just the United States.
Just United States. Okay.
Yes.
And so you settled on
At Niagara, yeah.
Niagara just for our weather, right? Just because of the weather.
The one of them, yeah.
And Dee, how about you? How did you come across Niagara University?
So I was kind of applying all over the world. So, and especially I was looking into United States. So when I was looking into there, as I always thought about taking like human resource track. So whenever I was thinking of that, I got like 2 or 3 universities that had the like human resource. So I was looking into the course requirements, and I thought the Niagara Universities, the subject combinations were the best for me. So I chose one of them.
Where else in the world were you looking?
So I was looking for UK,
Okay.
and I was also looking in Asia, like Thailand, and then all the other places in
We
Asia.
won.
Yeah.
Niagara won.
Yeah.
That's great. And Anna, how about you? What?
Actually, when I was like doing my university research, I came across Niagara University and the criminology and criminal faculty was like speaking to me. I was like, oh, okay, the faculty is really nice and I might really actually end up getting like really good internships or like a great exposure, considering like the faculty is like so talented. And then also the university offered me the most best scholarship. Like I did apply to many other universities, specifically in these states. Like since childhood, I always want to like, study over here. So I knew, okay, I'm going to come over here. And also like, according to my knowledge, US is the only state where we could do minor as well as major. And back in the other foreign countries, we do not have the opportunity to like actually get in detail in many other subjects too. It's just one specific subject. And then I came across Niagara University and it just met all my like requirements that I was like looking into a college, and also like the on-campus involvements and stuff. Like I did a bit more research and I was like, okay, that's my fit.
Right. So you keep the microphone, but had any of you been to the United States before? So this was
No.
so coming to Niagara was your first trip to the United States.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your coursework freshman year. We'll just keep
Yeah.
going back and forth. this
Okay,
way.
so I took like 5 courses during my first semester.
What's the best part of it so far?
The best part, I would say, considering I was just a freshman, yet I got like the like various like interesting classes, to be honest. Like there was this one class I took by Judge Clark, and it was Supreme Court and Equity, and it was so interesting. Like we got to go through the, considering my major is like more of like legal stuff, so we got into detail with the previous Supreme Court cases and their verdict, and the professor asked us to review it and let him know like what's our opinion. And it was like very interactive class.
Were you surprised that you walked in the classroom and there was actually a judge teaching the class?
That was like so fascinating. Like I got to learn so much from him. Like he used to speak about his experience. That was so fascinating.
Yeah. And Dee, tell me about you, your first year here, and what's the coursework been like, and what have you liked the most?
Yeah, so I've been taking like 5 courses. As like a freshman, you take 5 courses. So the best thing about it was the professors who were teaching us. So the professors are so friendly and helpful. So they will like try to do their best to make you like understand things and like the homeworks and everything. So the professor, I would like to really focus on the faculty. Like they're so good.
So for anybody watching around the world, if you have a question for our students about the student experience here at the university, feel free to just type it into the question and answer box. Technical visa questions like that, we have people who can also answer those for you online, but we're talking about the experience for students. And Ella, so you're a junior.
Yes.
And did you come as a freshman? Like you
Yes.
started as a freshman. So tell me about, you're much further along than these
Mhm.
ladies, but tell me about your experiences so far and getting deeper and deeper into your major.
So mine, when I came in, it was sort of complicated because I came in when COVID was happening.
Sure.
So I had problems with my visa and stuff. And in high school, your professors tell you, like your teachers tell you sort of how college is going to be like, and it's like so like intimidating, and your professors are not going to care about you as much and stuff. And I came in and I was a little bit late in the semester, and I was scared that my semester was not going to go as good, but my professors were so helpful. I still caught up to all of my courses, and I came in as an AEP too, and my advisor was amazing. And even after that, I think every semester I've had the most amazing professors that is just, even the class size, since the class size is also so like small, that they know about you like individually, and like they work as hard to make it like a good experience for you.
I'm going to put you on the hot seat. You mentioned AEP. What does that mean for people who are watching and might not know?
So AEP is the Academic Exploration Program. So if you come in as a freshman and if you don't know what you want to study, basically you get an advisor and they sort of talk to you about what kind of classes you want to take. Then they put you in different classes, and every semester you're advised. Then like they ask you which major you want to go to.
Sure.
Then once you decide, you're going to go into your major, and like you're still going to be able to graduate on time because those classes will fit into your degree audit
Yeah.
perfectly. Yeah.
So you're really finding out
I got into new school, which is the student government, which is pretty amazing. And I'm in the secretary position right now.
that's great. And Anna, you talked a little bit about all the extra things, but you didn't go
Yeah.
into it, which is good because we're going to ask you about it now.
Yeah.
So what else are you doing besides the academic work?
Okay, so I am also a part of the student government, and I'm the marketing chair for my delegation. And also I'm a part of the marketing association over here. And also for the student government, I would be moving to the cabinet. I would be serving as the events coordinator. I'm super excited for that. Also, we have campus planning board who gets to decide like plan, or maybe rather plan the events on campus. So I'm selected for the promotions co-chair for the next academic year. Then also I got selected for the summer orientation leader, which I'm super hyped up about. And and also like there are various clubs over here, or maybe people could like start their own clubs. So I am not specifically included in many other clubs considering the amount of work I already have for my previous engaged clubs. So I just attend few of the meetings. Like whenever I'm free, I just go along with my friends. Like I get to hang out with them, and also I get to attend the meetings. Like there are a few as like Pokemon Club that my friend started that. So I kind of go to, just encourage him. And we have SAS. There are like so many amazing clubs, like club sports and stuff. That's fascinating.
Have you been, you don't have to pass the microphone. Have you all been home since you've come to Niagara?
No.
Well, I know you have probably 3 years, but have you been home since last September? Yeah. So when you go, and you have not, you've
No.
stayed. Now, will you go home this summer?
Yeah, just for like few weeks.
And what will you tell them about your experience here?
I mean, sometimes I actually forget that I'm an international student. Like I feel so much at home considering my friends group and the faculty is so nice. Like I just feel like this is like my home now.
That's beautiful. That's great. And Dee, when you went home, and then when you go home this summer, what will you tell them? And will you see high school students at all in your families, friends, and whatever? And what will you tell them about? Hey, you should think about
Yeah,
joining me
so
here.
when I went back home, I had a lot to tell to my parents, like about what happened, everything, really a lot to catch on. And then there was one meeting by my previous high school, so they told me to come along as I'm an international student of their school. So I took a kind of seminar for them, which I told about my experience in here.
Did
And
we send you a bunch of Niagara stuff to go with you? So like shirts and sweatshirts? And
no,
everything?
it was not back then. It was on a Zoom meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was amazing because I had a lot to tell them about what to do and how to go about it. So that was great.
Yeah. And Ella, you've been home a few times, but I'm sure, what did they ask you, and what do you tell them about your experience here?
I think, like Anna said, this it became home for me. Like when I moved here, it's just a very welcoming like community that I felt like when I went back home, I felt like an outsider. That's how much it was. And yeah, it's just I feel like Niagara offered me a lot of things, and I feel like I can't stop talking about it every time I go home. There are times where my mom like say like, just okay, we know. Let's calm down. And I'm trying to get as much people to come.
So we'll do this next one quickly because we'll get to some more stuff too. But the first time you saw Niagara Falls, what did you think?
Oh, I was in love. It was, I remember it was my admissions counselor actually that drove me here from the airport, and she was just showing me around, and I was like, I can't even explain it. Like the campus is so beautiful, the place is so
But
beautiful.
when you go to Niagara Falls
Yeah.
and you see the water in the, what's
I
that
was
like?
stunned. I would like, it's so breathtaking. It's so beautiful. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Dee?
So when I first came here, like Ella said, admission counselor took us to the university, but at that time we did not see the Niagara Falls. But later, during our orientation time, we went to the Niagara Falls. They took it from the university and they made us like go to the jet boats for the Maid of the Mist,
Yeah.
which was amazing. I've seen like two rainbows at the same time. Like I've never seen that. So that was so amazing.
Yeah.
The school really gave us so many opportunities. So.
Niagara Falls?
Okay, so I was like shocked, like, oh my God, is it for real? Like I have always just heard about it and now I actually get to see it. And the fun fact, I have already been to the falls like more than 30 times now. Like whenever I'm getting bored, oh, maybe, I should go take a walk over there. I just go out with my friends over there. Like, bro, this is so cool. Like I am never bored of the falls.
And what is your favorite food?
My favorite food,
That favorite
like
food here, American food? Is it chicken wings? Is it something else? Is it what have you come to like in America?
I would say I really love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I just love it. Okay. The sauce is so good.
I've never had it. I've never had it. So
Literally,
Literally never had it.
you need to go.
well, I don't.
Filet is really amazing.
All right.
And I think I've been to like a bunch of restaurants here, but
Yeah.
I think Cheesecake Factory's cheesecake is the best.
Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. All right.
They took my answer. I was gonna say Chick-fil-A first,
Okay.
but I think I love mac and cheese. After I got here, I fell in love with mac and cheese. And
And is that not something you have at home?
no.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys know Fuji Grill around
Oh
here.
my god.
Oh yeah, I think that's like our every 2 weeks or so. Me and my friends go there just
So
to
there's
eat there.
plenty of food. There are plenty of restaurants you can take in
Oh yeah.
here, and it's easy to get off campus and go
Yes.
visit these places and that.
Mhm.
And these are all chains you're talking about, but there
Yeah.
are also a lot of local restaurants, certainly too. And you've all touched on it, but let's do it again. How easy was it for you to make friends here?
It was
Whether it was other international students or whether it was U.S. students or whatever. Tell how hard or easy. How long was it before you had a friend here?
So for me, I had a friend before I even came into the school. So when you get accepted, you get placed in a Facebook or like an Instagram group.
Mhm.
So everybody would just post their profile, and like depending on your major and stuff, people create their own group chat. And I was able to make friends like that. But I also, my freshman year, I lived in the justice houses. So in that, and like the justice houses had like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and I was able to have like find people there because Oma as well, which is another place where I got to meet people as well.
Mhm.
So it was very easy
And Dee,
technically.
you're still freshman. You're still meeting people as you go along, but
Yeah.
right away, were you able to make some connections?
Yeah, so I came here with one of my friends, but then we on the first day, like I told, they take us to the Maid of the Mist, and they take all the bunch of international students with them. So we made a lot of friends there.
Mhm.
That was literally our first day, and then as we kept on moving, the people around us is so friendly and helpful. Like they always talk to you. Like if you're sitting alone, they'll come to you and say like, "Hi, what's going on?" And that's how you create friends. Like I have a bunch of friends now.
So when you're on the Maid of the Mist, how long do you think they're going to turn the boat around? Right, they're going to turn it around, right?
Yeah.
Because Maid of the Mist, if you don't know, it goes down below where the falls are, and the boat goes towards the
Mhm.
falls, and the whole time you're on it, you think they're going to turn around now, right? We're not
Yeah.
going right under the falls, right? So that's so the friends are like it's easy to make friends.
It's really easy.
for
Yeah.
you and Anna.
Okay, so when I just got into the university, I already knew Ella, like through my admission counselor.
Okay.
So I was in touch with her, and I was like so excited. Oh my god, I finally get to see her. We were like talking for ages now, and then like
Was she as nice as you thought?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's so nice. I love her. And and then like of course, like apart from her, I did not know anybody over here.
Sure.
So but then it was not that hard considering I'm like so much involved on campus activities. So I just made so many friends. I could really proudly say that they are my real friends. Like I know if I would be ever in trouble, they would be there for me.
Well, you would never get in trouble.
Yeah,
You don't
touch
have
wood.
that
No,
look about you
no.
at all. Talk a little bit about you talked about the judge, but your other
Yeah.
professors and the connections you've been able to make with them in the
Yeah.
classroom and how that's helped, like in just learning the content.
So I have like my advisor, I had a class with him too. I took law enforcement by Professor Winkley,
Mhm.
and he is so nice. Like he is the most kindest person I ever know. So like whenever I need suggestion from him, like, oh, hi, professor, maybe, I think I want to add another minor. Will that be okay? Like, should I do that? Like he is always there to suggest me, help with like whatever resources he has. So even like apart from him, like the other staff like who do not actually like teach, like the staff over here, they are so kind as well. Like for example, like our newsca advisor, so Matty Ortiz, she is so good. Like even I work on campus, I work at the library and the bookstore over here. So my boss, they are so nice. Like I never feel like, okay, maybe I'm working. It's just they make me feel like I'm just a part of their family or their group.
Right.
Like I never feel like, oh my god, okay, if I do something wrong, my boss is gonna kill me. Like they are so kind. Like they always
Well, be
guide
careful,
me.
man. Yeah, and they are great. So do
Yeah.
you two? I mean, The professors, how have your professors been through your freshman
So
year?
the professors being like really helpful, as I mentioned before. So like there is one more thing through our university which is great. Like they have the academic center,
Mhm.
which is like you can go for any kind of help or any tutoring you need or any paper you're working on. You just need to go through the citations or something. You can always go through the academic center. So the like who runs the academic center, so he was my professor once, so that was so amazing to like interact with him and know so much about it, so that was great. And like Anna said, I would like to build off that point. Like I even work at 3 or 4 places, so it's really good. Like they make you feel at home.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. And Elle?
For me, just being in the business, like College of Business, all of the professors have an experience in that department. For example, like I'm taking a category and chain management class this semester, and my professor actually been working like in a like she was a marketing manager at some point, and
Mhm.
now she's coming back and teaching her experiences here. And even last semester, I was taking a business law class, and our professor was actually a lawyer. And it's just, you know, when you're being educated by a person who already have an experience, you know that you're learning something good. So it's just I feel comfortable like leaving Niagara saying, okay, I learned a lot of things.
Right.
And yeah, like they said, I also work in different places on campus.
Yeah, I want to ask about that. So, you've been able to work and make some money while you're here on campus, and that has
Yes.
not been an issue with you being an international student at all.
No, not
So
at
tell me
all.
about that. And where
So
do you work?
I work in admissions.
Okay.
So I am a tour guide. I also I'm a student assistant for international students.
Mhm.
So yeah, when you first come in, you talk to international office, then they write you a letter and you go to the Social Security Administration, and the process is probably takes like 2 weeks, like max. So after that, you're able to work on campus up to 20 hours, of course.
And D, are you working too? You said?
Yeah, I
What do you
work.
do?
So I work as a tour guide,
Okay.
and I work at the library and the bookstore, and I also work at the international relations office.
Okay. So you're busy.
Yeah.
Anna?
I work at the library and the on-campus bookstore, and the process is like pretty much similar what Ella just mentioned.
So easy, no issues at all.
Yeah, it's just
So
as
when you
it.
need money to go to Chick-fil-A, you have the money from
Yeah,
your jobs on
true.
campus.
I don't
right?
have to ask my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that they don't have to Venmo you from home or anything. No.
no.
So and then so you mentioned Maddie Ortiz. We talked about the professors, but talk about the other people you've had to deal with here. You know, whether you're registering for classes or going through financial aid or the library and just the whole community, you know, meeting Father Mar,
Mhm.
the president, and talk about what it's
I
like, the community
yeah.
is like.
I actually had the privilege to like see Father Mar in person, and it was like I think we had our like new student orientation or something, and it was just the international students. So a fun fact about me is I used to play karate for India, so I'm an international level athlete, and someone from the international relation office informed that to him. So I was just walking by and he just stopped me like, are you Anna? I was like, oh my god, I'm like scared, what did I do? And then he was just talking about my sport. I was like, oh my god, like he
He's a
is
big sports fan, so yeah.
and I was shocked considering like he is such an higher up and he knows about me. I was like, okay, like I was scared, but then thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
And also the other people like probably the financial aid and stuff, like they are so helpful. Like probably if I'm like facing problem, you know, submitting my tuition fees or something, they are always there. Like if you email them, they are going to respond to you as quickly as possible. And also the other like resources that we have, probably, you know, people who work at the Gallagher Center, for instance, like the food court and stuff, they are so nice.
Mhm.
Like each and every person on campus, I would say, like they're so nice.
Right, right. Same thing we do, D. Like
Yes, like same thing, like she said. Like it's so amazing. People are so helpful, and they'll always talk to you, no matter how you feel. And there's one more thing I would love to add. Like there are counseling sessions here, which is like there are two buildings for dorms, which is O'Shea and Seton Hall. So
Yes.
below the Seton Hall, there's the counseling services, which are free for us.
So if you ever have need to just talk to
Yeah,
somebody.
if
and-
you ever need to talk to somebody, you can
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, it's an incredible asset because
Yeah.
people understand the stress of
Exactly.
life in general, but the stress of being a college student, the stress
Yeah.
of being an international college student, right?
Exactly.
So-
I don't think so. You need to stress about it in here, but still.
Yeah, well, we don't think so either, but that's right. It's good to know they're
Yeah.
there if anybody needs them. That's great. And then what else would you tell somebody from back home who's thinking, I don't know, should I go overseas? Should I stay home and study? And
Because this is your home away from home, so
Yeah.
I think this is an amazing place to come and stay and live, because it is literally like your home, and people around you would literally make you like home. Even though, like she said, the places where we work, they really good.
that's great. And the same, Ella, you say the same?
Yes.
You're like a seasoned veteran. Now. You're gonna be a senior.
Yeah, that's
So,
scary.
and what do you, and then, so what's that like? You get now, you're into your junior year, you're gonna be a senior,
Mhm.
maybe do an internship and then graduate.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do?
So as of now, I'm not sure, but I think so far I feel like I have the experience that even if like after I graduate, I feel like I'm comfortable. Experience. So just getting that, like anybody here is just basically your advisor. And I would say anybody like that is considering moving abroad, you're basically investing in yourself, you're investing in your future. And I say go for it always.
And we'll have to ask this question. So what was the winter like? I mean, how are winters? Are they as bad as everybody thinks they are when you live somewhere else and you hear about winter?
So
Had you ever seen snow before?
yeah, when
Well,
I
in
was
Turkey,
yeah,
probably,
in
right? Yeah,
Turkey I
yeah.
did. But I love winter. So for me, I was okay with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dee,
if
had you ever seen snow before?
No, I've only seen snow, like not snowfall, but only snow when I went to trips back in India.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the place where I live, there is no snow.
Yeah.
So before, like I came in fall, so fall was okay, and I thought I'm gonna die in winter of cold. But then when the winter came, like the first snowfall I saw, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I like it actually.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was not so bad. Just you need good jackets. That's it.
Yeah.
You make
Right.
it.
Exactly. Anna, same?
For me, like back in my hometown, our winters are like maybe low 60s.
Low 60s.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you can imagine how hard that was. I was like literally on the verge of crying. I called my parents that I want to go back to my home. Like, people are scaring me. I don't know what to do. But then when actually it was winter, I feel like it was not that bad.
No.
Like
And
definitely.
it can be beautiful.
Exactly. Like the snow is so pretty. Like not that I'm a fan of winter, but then it is not that bad. Like the way people scare you, like no, that's not that bad.
And then the last question I'm going to ask for each one of you, and you touched on it a little bit, but international student orientation, was that very helpful for you? And tell me what you
Yeah.
got out of that.
Yeah, it was so fun. So we had so the first day we had like only the international students had to like meet, and we were talking about all the resources and how to like register for classes and stuff. Like though our classes were already pre-planned by our advisor, but then still they were just letting us know. Also like during our fall orientation we get so many freebies that is
Right.
so
Yeah,
exciting.
right.
And also we had this like few groups, and under the orientation leaders we were like playing games and stuff. It was so
You
fun.
get to know each other and
Yeah,
all that,
and
make friends. Yeah.
exactly. And the best part of the orientation is later at the night we get to see fireworks.
Fireworks, right.
That is so beautiful. Like
Yeah.
I have never seen such beautiful fireworks before.
That's great. And Dee, same? Like,
Yeah, I was there at the same.
now, will you want to help this year with this year's orientation?
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
So you're involved
So,
in international relations, right? So you'll
yeah.
be involved.
Yeah, I'll be involved in that. And the fun fact was
It's
like,
August 24th, I think, is the date of it. If anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
So
so I think the most fun fact was I met a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
Really a lot of friends there.
Yeah. And it was different for you, obviously, back in COVID, but you see
Yeah.
it as a worker, how important it is to students coming in.
Yes. So obviously I didn't get to go to my NSO, but last year I had the privilege to serve as an orientation leader, and it was an amazing experience for me to to be that support for the students. And I suggest, like, even if it's sumo, I don't think international students actually can do
No,
sumo,
yeah.
but
you're right.
for new student orientation, I think it's a very important thing to do, like to be involved in. That's when you meet a lot of your friends, and you just get to know about life in America in general. And that's when you understand, like, that international office is here for you, like to support you throughout your whole 4-year experience.
Well, that's great. Ladies, it's been great having you here and learn about each of your experiences. It's wonderful to have you here on a Wednesday morning, I guess it is here in Western New York at Niagara University. Thanks for being with us. There'll be more student information sessions online coming up. Make sure you keep checking your emails. We'll send you notifications when they come out. I'm Tom Burns. Thanks for being with us at Niagara University.